Hello and welcome to Pitch Perfection. Today we are going to take a deep dive into 10 summer transfers that can still happen in this window, however. Before we do that, make sure to smash that like button and do not forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on the next video. Let's start off with none other than Romelu Lukaku to Napoli for £35 million. Lukaku is coming off a season where he scored 21 goals and recorded 4 assists. Lukaku has been heavily linked to a move to Napoli after spending the previous 2 seasons out on loan. Lukaku has said that he wants to join Napoli. In fact, he has even turned down Aston Villa. New manager Antonio Conte would love to have the Belgian in his side, and Lukaku has already agreed to a 3-year deal with Napoli. Both sides want each other, and now it's only a matter of time before Napoli and Chelsea can reach an agreement. Moving on, we have Dominic Solanke to Spurs for £65 million. Solanke last season was one of the standout strikers in the Premier League, scoring 21 goals. Although Spurs have not submitted a bid, they have expressed interest in the 26-year-old England international. Bournemouth will have been keen on trying to keep Solanke as he was one of their key players last season. We predict that this deal will eventually happen when Spurs trigger Solanke's release clause. At number 3, we have Ivan Toney to Arsenal for £50 million. Brentford manager Thomas Frank said earlier that Ivan Toney will likely be sold in the summer. Toney only has 1 year left on his contract, so to me it seems that a move away from the club is inevitable. Arsenal need a clinical striker if they want to beat Man City for the title, and that's an area where they need to improve desperately. Brentford have signed Igor Thiago, which could mean that they are ready to let go of Toney. At number 4, we have another big Premier League signing, and that being João Felix to Aston Villa for £70 million. Since Villa have qualified for the Champions League next season, they will massive squad depth, and what better way to increase their depth but by adding a former Golden Boy winner. Felix has scored 9 or more goals in the previous 7 seasons, so there is no doubt that he can replace the role Diaby played last season for Villa. Felix has Champions League experience and has already played in the Premier League already. Felix would be a game changer for Aston Villa. They have also shown strong interest in the Portuguese international. Unai Emery would love to have a player like Felix on his team, and selling Diaby might have made this deal possible. However, don't expect Atletico to let go of Felix for a cheap amount, as they spent €127 million for him in 2019. Moving forward, at number 5, we have Victor Osimhen to PSG for €120 million. Osimhen has scored 66 goals in the previous 3 seasons, and Napoli manager Antonio Conte has made it clear that he only wants Romelu Lukaku, as Osimhen was not called up for Napoli's friendly against Girona. Osimhen has said yes to PSG. Osimhen has been rumored to Chelsea as well, however Chelsea are not willing to pay his release clause. PSG have rejected to include Kang and Lee in the deal, and are also happy with Ramos and Kolo Muani. But since Osimhen and Napoli are keen on a departure from the club, we predict that he will join PSG. Maybe Osimhen can lead PSG to UCL glory, which they have never been able to accomplish, and with Mbappé gone, they will need all the help in order to reach that target. Coming in at number 6, we have Noussair Mazraoui to Manchester United for £30 million. Mazraoui has heavily been linked to a move to United. Moreover, he has even agreed to a 5-year contract with Manchester United. United will immediately pull the trigger on Mazraoui as soon as Wan-Bissaka leaves the club. There will also be no issues with Bayern, as they have already signed Sacha Boey in the January transfer window to replace Mazraoui. This is one of the deals that we are fully confident will happen. Next on the list at number 7 is Jean-Claire Todibo to Juventus on loan with a €40 million buy clause. Todibo has told OGC Nice that his plan and decision is clear. He only wants Juventus move. Juventus are on it and still confident to get it done. Todibo was also not called up for Nice's friendly game. The first bid of €30 million was turned down by Nice, but we believe that if Juventus offer a bit more money, the deal will be finalized in no time. Talks between the clubs are ongoing for the French international. Nice also turned down a €35 million bid from West Ham earlier. With the sale of Dean Huijsen, Juventus will give it their best to sign Todibo. Up next at number 8 is Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham for £25 million. West Ham have been really busy in this window, signing Somerville, Fulkrug, Fotheringham and Kilman. I guess they are making full use of the Declan Rice money. I don't think there will be a problem on agreeing personal terms with each other, as West Ham are willing to give high wages to Wan-Bissaka. United would want to sell Wan-Bissaka as their priority is signing Mazraoui, and without selling Aaron, that move will probably not take place. At number 9, it is Tammy Abraham to AC Milan for 45 million euros. Milan have made contact with Roma for Abraham, and he himself will be keen on the move. Milan want to have 3 strikers next season. 2 of them are Morata and Jovic. Abraham would be their ideal new striker. Abraham would love to be reunited with Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek and Tomori in Milan. There is concern about Abraham as he is coming off a season where he didn't play at all due to an ACL injury. However, we believe that won't play a factor in this deal being finalized. Even if Abraham isn't the same as he was before injury, Milan would still have a reliable striker in that being Morata. Finally, at number 10, it's Matthijs de Ligt to Manchester United for £50 million. Just like Mazraoui, de Ligt has also agreed to a 5-year contract with Manchester United. De Ligt is waiting for United since June. Erik ten Hag has already managed de Ligt when he was at Ajax, so he would love to have de Ligt at United. You might think that United would stop their approach for de Ligt after signing Euro, however that is not the case. They have continued to advance in talks with Bayern for de Ligt, and it's only a matter of time until an agreement is reached. United are sort of hesitant to pay the £50 million for de Ligt, as his wages are also really high. Isn't it crazy to think that de Ligt, if this move happens, de Ligt would have played for Ajax, Juventus, Bayern and Manchester United at the age of just 24. That was all for today. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more football content.